you can hear me. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Let's see here. Because I'm trying to figure out how to. I've never done an unlisted live stream before. Stream health, viewer activity, analytics, stream settings. It doesn't. Copy video URL. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. It might have. I'm just posting on Patreon. Sunday Smoke Sesh. And select here. There we go. Publish now. The first ever Sunday Smoke Sesh is now live. Publish now. It says don't see your broadcast. Start playback. Your broadcast. Oh, there we go. Start playback. There we go. Your broadcast. Oh, there we go. Start playback. Am I choppy? Am I choppy? Am I choppy? Ooh, that's bad. Am I choppy? Ooh, that's bad. Hang on, wait. Ooh, that's bad. Hang on, wait. Ooh, that's bad. Hang on, wait. Ooh, that's bad. Why can't I wait? I keep hearing it over and over again. Hang on, I wait. I keep hearing it over and over again. Hang on, I wait. I keep hearing it. It might be. Oh, I still had it open in a window. Oops, I'm stupid. Because I have multiple Chromes up because I had football on as well. Yeah, this should be live, I hope. I think. It says we are. Let me go back to the stream thing here because I can't see any chats with an unlisted video. This is crazy. I've never done this before. Apparently, you can use Crowdcast on Patreon, but you have to pay for that, and I don't want to pay for that. Unlisted YouTube videos should work just fine as long as I figure out what I'm doing here. This one's still live, right? Exiting will not have a stream if it's live. Okay, so we are still up. We are still live. That is good. Welcome, everybody, as we figure out our technical difficulties to the first ever Sunday Smoke Sesh here with Brian. That's me from RPG Era. Let's pop out the chat and put it over here. I don't know what we're going to do every Sunday, to be completely honest. I honestly think this show will be pretty freeform. It's not even really a show, honestly. It's more just like a sit down every Sunday to kind of just talk, hopefully, with some of our closest friends, I guess, is the best way to put that, because, you know, if you're seeing this video, then you are one of the early adopters of our Patreon here at RPG Era, which I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk about that. I never wanted to do this. Like, I never wanted to be on Patreon. I never wanted to ask anybody for support or anything like that, because I always wanted to do it You know what? I'm going to put music on. This is boring, just me talking. Hang on. I never wanted to do it with relying on support. I wanted to try to do it natively the way that a lot of other quote-unquote businesses or whatever have done in the past. And you know what's cool? We don't have to worry about what we play. This isn't monetized. This will never be seen by anybody. Well, I guess theoretically it could be, but it doesn't matter what we play. So good for us. I can actually put good music on. At least good music to me. Might be good to you as well. If it is, let me know. But yeah, relying on support from the community is super cool, and I appreciate the shit out of all the places and people out there that do that. But I always wanted to try to do it differently. I always wanted to try to do it my own way and the old school way, by just grinding it out and trying to get in with publishers, developers, making a footprint in the industry, and hopefully ad revenue and shit would come from there. But man, after 5 years, it never did. It never did. And well, it's been over 5 years now, 5.5 almost. Well, not really, 5.25 maybe. My current situation, I know I talked about this on previous episodes of our podcast, and I don't know which one I mentioned stuff on. We have 3 that I'm regularly on. You guys know if you're a patron here. But my current situation just called for trying out Patreon, I guess, and seeing where things go. And, I'm super, super blown away that 4 of you, and I know all 4 of you, I mean, you guys have been huge supporters of our content for years now, and that's so fucking cool. I'm not going to call anybody out because, I don't want to do that, but everybody that has pledged, you know who you are, and I think you're all on Discord anyway, so that's fucking cool. Yeah, so the Sunday Smoke Sesh, eventually I will be able to smoke again in front of the camera or in the house or whatever. But my current living situation with my best friend Justin and his 2 kids, it just would be a little rude of me, I guess, to smoke in the house. So every time I do, I go outside. It's a little dirty. I need to clean it, but will eventually be the centerpiece of the Sunday Smoke Sesh. Actually, it probably won't be. You can actually see here, a couple weeks ago, actually, when I was cleaning it, I cracked the shit out of the neck here. Not really the neck, but the piece that sticks off. And luckily, with this piece still in there, it holds enough to where it doesn't leak out when you smoke. I still have actually a decent amount. Like, now that I am one person and I am not regularly smoking with another person, I can usually make a half of an ounce or an ounce of weed last a significant amount of time now, whereas an ounce of weed used to get Jessica and I maybe through a week and a half, but that's because of how often we both smoke, and when there's 2 of you hitting it instead of 1, you go through more. But I don't have that problem anymore. I will vape though on this, because this one here, I started getting into to help out right now with the urge, because I like to smoke weed and I wish I could smoke it more. I just can't afford to smoke it more. So I went out and got these disposable vapes, in the last couple weeks. This one here, I think, has been my favorite flavor so far. It's the Hyde brand. It's Cola Ice. It sort of tastes like root beer. It's fucking delicious. And I used to vape CBD to help, kind of on top of smoking weed. But I stopped vaping CBD, last year sometime. And this is actually the first time. I do have a Juul. I've had a Juul for fucking years since they came out, but I don't use it. I only ever used it when it was popular. That's been sitting there just with my USB sticks in a basket for like, it's the same basket I've had for like 2 or 3 years. But I'm just now getting back into, vaping nicotine, I guess, for a bit, just to help out with the not being able to smoke weed as often, because, I went from smoking it all the fucking time to maybe 2 or 3 times a day now is pretty regular for me. I usually will do a good hit in the evening, right around dinner time. That'll coast me through until about it's time to take Avenger, who he's on the beanbag chair. I'd have him do a cameo for the first video, but that usually gets me through the time it's time to take him outside for the last night or the last time of the evening, and then I'll do like a half a bowl outside before bed, and that's usually what I do, like late. Sometimes early afternoon, depending on the day, depending on how stressed I am, depending on how shitty things are going. But I usually try to wait until at least after 2 o'clock to start smoking, because that gives me several hours to be incredibly productive in case, weed is weed. And sometimes it affects me to the point where I just get zoned out. I'll listen to music and I just forget what time it is, and next thing I know 4 hours have gone by, but I've listened to 3 amazing albums and I'm in heaven. It just happens from time to time when you smoke a lot of weed. But fuck, that was only one song. But I usually try to wait until after 2. Let's just put this old playlist on I made back in the day, Stream Hair Metal. Give you a little taste of the show Frank and I want to do as well. I don't really know the name. I know we have the Bandana Boys joke, but I don't think that's a good name for a show like that. Fuck, this thing doesn't come any closer. I have it stretched as far as it'll go. It's all the way over there. I had this pumpkin on. Let me tell you about this pumpkin. I'm going to turn it on so you can see how bright it is. I have it off because it doesn't look good on camera. Like, that's pretty... I guess that doesn't look terrible right now. But usually, earlier, it looked like shit. I shouldn't say usually. It's the first time I've ever done that, but I'm going to leave it off. I don't honestly know how old that pumpkin is. My grandma had that pumpkin when I was born. So the pumpkin is at least 35 years old. But it's probably closer to 40 or 50 years old. It's a ceramic fucking pumpkin that has several cracks in it. It's been super glued back together many times. I probably shouldn't even have the amiibo and the fucking walnut mushroom sitting on it, but I do. That thing is one of my safest things that I try to protect. It's one of the last things I have that my grandma owned outside of like stuff that's either chipped, broken, picture books, things like that, albums. But this thing actually still works. I can still use it, and I still get actual use out of it every single year around Halloween time. So, yeah. That's special to me. And I try to save things like that if I can. Like, I try to... A lot of her knickknacks that she had when she passed away, I have in a box. They've gotten messed up throughout the years. She passed away 10 years ago. Wow. Man, I just realized she passed away 10 years ago. Because she passed away, for those that don't know, my family is pretty much all gone. My dad passed away in May of 1994 when I was 8 in a car accident. He was only 38, which is 2.5 years, no, almost 2 years away from my own age. And let me tell you, that scares me. That actually terrifies me. My mom passed away in 2009 at the age of 45, and then my grandma passed away from cancer in 2011, right before Christmas. Sucked, because her birthday was on Christmas Eve, December 24th, and then, Christmas Day, December 25th, those 2 days put together were always a big deal in our family growing up because of her birthday, and I spent a lot of time with my grandma after... Well, even before. I mean, my dad was a stoner, as I am, so he and my mom used to like to go out and party. They were young, well, younger, I guess. He was 30 when I was born, and she was 24. They were 6 years apart. But they still went out and partied and shit, and that's cool. I mean, I get it. I'm 35, and I still like to do that, so I can't fault anybody for doing things they did at the same, or for doing things that I'm doing at my own age. Like, I get it. You don't as a kid, of course, but as an adult, you get it. So I spent a lot of time at my grandma's, like on the weekends, pretty much every Friday, Saturday night. And she was just a big part of my life. And eventually I would end up living with her for several years, a ton of years, actually, more than I deserved, I guess. Because she let me stay even after I was in Vegas for a bit, because I moved out there first in 2005 at the age of 19, in love and fucking stupid. Frank will tell you how stupid I was back in the day. And man, was that a disaster. But it got me into UNLV, and it was fun. I loved Vegas. I made a lot of good friends. I met Kyle out there. I met Sean out there. I met so many people out there. I was married out there. I fucked that up big time. I sure did. But Vegas was fun. And my grandma and uncle followed me out like a half a year later because of just how close our family was. And then my mom came out like a year later. So all of my family ended up moving out to Vegas, and then they passed away. My mom and grandma both in Vegas. My uncle took off to Wyoming. I think he's still in. I don't really talk to him anymore. He and I were never super close, but I would like to reconnect. I just don't know how to get a hold of him. His number's changed. His email address doesn't work anymore. No way to know. I'm going to lose my train of thought a lot, and that is because of the weed. I'm sorry. But yeah, don't even know what I was talking about. I met a lot of good people in Vegas. Thankfully, Kyle and Sean are still in my life because they have been a huge help the last couple months, but obviously more so since they joined Level Down Games in general. Just the last few months because of what I'm going through. So I was kind of hoping, you know what? I actually didn't post the link to them. That's probably why maybe none of them are stopped by. I thought maybe some of them would pop in to say hello, but I mean, no, I don't even know if, again, I don't even know how to tell if you guys are watching this at this point, because you might not even be able to see the YouTube chat either. So is there no way for me to interact with a live stream? Like, would I just have to watch the comments? Nobody's liked or commented on this anyway, so I don't think anyone's actually checked it out yet, which means that's kind of what I assumed. Anybody that does watch this will watch it on a VOD. So this is testing my ability to see how much I can filibuster through about a half hour's worth of content. And honestly, I've just been rambling. I've not even talked about anything important, really. So stupid. I'm trying to find the link to post in the staff channel so that the guys could stop by if they wanted to. You know, we'll just appreciate Snake's guitar solo for a second. Here we go. There we go. That was good. What was I doing? Trying to find the link. One and one for all the rest. So this new show that I want to do with Frank, this glam metal talk show, radio show, morning show. Morning show is probably the best way to describe it because it would more or less be a morning show. It would be so much fun. Let me see here. Let me post this link. Forgot to post this earlier. Been live about 20 minutes. All right. There we go. Now they have the link. They can check it out. But So I have that. Yeah, I showed you this one. This is that Cola Ice by Hyde. They're probably my favorite brand that I found so far. I got this one by them. This one's super, super radical looking. Look at that. If it shows through, it's got like a pink, blue, dark blue, light blue hue going on. Very much my style right now. But the flavor is fucking awful. It was described as like tropical gummy, so I was thinking, oh, okay, that's probably fucking good. It's not. It tastes like shit. It actually tastes like, oh man, it makes me make a face every time I take it. It tastes like cough syrup almost, and that is just bad. But it has 4,500 puffs apparently. And I've probably not even used 100 because it doesn't taste good. So it's got a lot of life left, and it's rechargeable even. Actually, was fucking around. If you blow on the end, you just shoot smoke out. It's crazy. That's like blowing on the charger part. I'm sure that's not good for it, but I was fucking around yesterday when I was high and figured that out. Oh, man. What is this show going to be? Because this is a fucking mess. We're doing this on Sundays. I need a drink. I'm dying. I'm going to cough. I need to check my fantasy scores. I've got fantasy football, fantasy basketball, and fantasy hockey going on. You know what I should do? No. Well, I could. I could just put it on. We'll just go. Let's do this. Because then I can put at the top, if I do this right. That way, if I'm looking at something on... I'll have to actually... You know what? I will this week. I didn't think about that. I will work on putting together... Now I'm going to look over here because I put my OBS over here. I will work on... I don't know why I like to look at what I'm doing when I stream. It's so fucking weird of me, but I do it. Doesn't tell me how long I've been live anymore on OBS. I wonder if that's because it's unlisted and it doesn't see how long I've been live. But I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to keep going for now. Like I said, we'll see what this ends up being. We still have plenty of time anyway. I started a few minutes late. But let me add... I don't think I have anything like... Nothing that shouldn't be seen. Like, not doing anything bad. Let me put my browser on here. See if this works. Yeah. Then you can see what I'm doing. As long as I don't show anything like private, right? I'll set up an actual like layout though for this this particular show, so that way it's not, you know, our reaction layout or the new release layout or some stupid shit like that. I mean, fuck, some days the Sunday Smoke Sesh might be me sitting here playing DVD and smoking weed. Who knows? That is possible. But I wanted to see how I'm doing in fantasy so far today. So let's see here. We have my 3 Yahoo football leagues that I'm in. And I'm leaving it small screen because the purpose of the show is me, so I want to be more full screen than the browser. I don't want to be in the small screen. This one here, Touchdown Club, my buddy runs, my buddy Jay. I actually met him through fantasy football. Him and I do a keeper basketball league together. It's the first year, but we are running that. And I don't know. I've just, over the last year and a half or so, really got into fantasy sports, and it has helped keep my mind, like, on track. I like the analytics and the statistics of it. I like trying to compete. Anyway, this is his football league. Currently 79 to 83. Let's see how I'm doing. Daniel Jones has me 20 points so far. Okay. Actually bounced back. Quarter 4, 15 to 3. Tua, look at him, 19 points. Almost there. Marquise Brown finally getting action in the game. 17. Derrick Henry still doing fine at 18. I didn't play Odell this week, which was a good thing. Mason Crosby, 3 points. Not much. And then we got Las Vegas still later today on their defense. I'm hoping they can intercept even though I am a big fan of Jalen Hurts. I'm hoping for a couple interceptions here, just so that way I get some points in the defense on this league. They tend to score those pretty high, especially pick sixes. Who else I got playing this afternoon in this league? I have DK Metcalf. Oh, he's tomorrow night. He's in Monday Night Football this week. I got Darrell Henderson. Oh, Darren Waller's out, motherfucker. I got to put him. I'm glad I saw that real quick. I don't know. I have Cole Kmet on the Bears. Thankfully, I saw that Darren Waller was out because that would have cost me a significant amount of points. That sucks that he's going to miss the game this week, but at least I have. And he's like literally. I added him because of the potential of Waller missing the game today. He was the best option on the waiver wire in this league for tight end. All the good tight ends have been scooped up, which is why I only have one at the moment. I should have jumped on Dawson Knox when everybody else was, but I didn't in this league, and I fucked up because of it. But he's on bye this week anyway. I couldn't have played him. Somebody dropped Kareem Hunt. I actually have him on waiver. I don't think I'll get him. I think I'm too low down the list, but I'll stick him, if I can, I'll stick him in the IR, keep him till he comes back. I don't know why someone would drop him in this league, but they did. Projected, it looks like I'm projected to win this 70%, so that should be fine. I guess I could just look at this screen going forward. I don't really use the browser that often, so I don't know. Let's see here. Kyle's at church at the moment. He's unable to stop by, but he says hello. Hunter Henry still only has one reception for 1 yard. At least it was a touchdown. He's got to get another one, man. I'm playing him in Dan's league. We're going to look at that one soon. I'm playing him in Dan's league, and I need to win this week. I'm actually playing against Dan's wife. I need to win. Let's see. Let's go back to football. This is our league, the RPG Era League. Oh my God, Alex! The fuck, dude? What happened here? I was winning Oh, that's what happened here. Joe Burrow. 54 points. Look at Joe Burrow. Holy shit. CJ Azuma stepping up this week. My God. 32 points. Wow. Alex is going to come from behind and blow me out of the water this week. I think I was projected to win by a decent margin, and I'm not doing terrible. Aaron Rodgers has me 35 points. Mac Jones, he's got me 27. This might be his highest game yet this year. Not yet. Almost. Still got a whole fucking quarter, so it likely will be his best game this year, but that's because we're playing the Jets. Jets suck. Thank God Terry McLaurin has got me 26 points. Mecole Hardman and the fucking Chiefs are doing nothing today. Again, I'm hurting for tight end in this league. I have both Knox, who I do have in this league, as on bye this week, and George Kittle on the IR. So tight ends have been fucking me up here. This guy I don't even want. I'll likely drop him after this week. Dawson Knox will hopefully not be injured after the bye week. Hopefully Christian Kirk and the fucking Cardinals are on fire today, and maybe he'll get me like 2 or 3 touchdowns and 200 yards. I need it. Alvin Kamara is projected to get like 26 points as well. Maybe he'll just run the game tomorrow night. Otherwise, Alex is going to get a significant victory this week. That's good for him. Yeah, because his entire fucking team is on bye or on injured. Like, he's literally playing who he has, and he's doing amazing because of it. Well done there. This one here, Stand and Be True Dynasty. This is the 3rd year of a Dynasty League. I joined this year. I took over a pretty shitty team that finished near last place last year. And I'm 3-3. 8 out of, what? 8 out of 14. So, like, half. That's not terrible. And this week, I actually have, like, 3rd most points at the moment for the week. So, not terrible. Let's see how I'm doing. Oh, let's actually look at this screen. This one's good. So I have quarterback Trevor Lawrence and Roethlisberger in this league. Roethlisberger, obviously both on bye this week. So I had to pick up old Geno Smith off of the waiver wire. He's going to get fucking lit up tomorrow night. But, I mean, it's better than a 0. He was the only one to add as well. Like, there was no other options. Odell got me 3 in this league. Julio Jones only has me 4 so far, which is surprising because Tennessee is dominating that game. How many times has he been targeted? 4? Oh, well. Nelson Aguilar stepping up this week. Gaskin's doing all right. Cordarrelle Patterson still having the fucking season of a lifetime. J.D. McKissick sucking this week. Devonta Freeman, doing okay. This is a defense league, too. Dante Jackson doing well for me on the Panthers. Yeah, but it's a keeper league. You keep 11 offense, 11 defense. Man, thank God for Deion fucking Jones, dude. 9 solo tackles, 4 assists, 1 sack. 2 tackles for loss. Incredible. 30 points. If you have a good defense, you can have the worst offense and do good. And that's kind of how it is for me. Let's check Dan's league. He runs his on ESPN. Let's see here. All right, 57-28. I'm okay with that. I'm projected to finish at 118, and Dan's wife is projected to finish at 128. Oh, man, it's going to be so close. It's going to be so close. I have Eckler on bye. Waller, again, not playing. Jefferson on bye. Chase Claypool on bye. Antonio Brown is also out this week. Mike Williams on bye. Sterling Shepard was out this week. I put him on the IR just to take, I think I took Damian Williams off because I had him on the IR because he was out with COVID last week. Fuck, man. Let's see. Yeah, Marquise Brown doing well for her. I mean, I'm glad I have him in another league. I don't want him to suck. I just wish that fucking I didn't have to rely on the backup of backups here, like A.J. Dillon, who's only got me 1 point so far. Should have put some. I guess I fucking could have picked somebody else up. Oh well. Hopefully the Saints defense dominates. Even though I have Geno Smith, I'll take a Saints defense domination tomorrow night just to get me some points. I hope that happens. So I get some points here. Maybe Damian Williams will blow us away and have the fucking game of a lifetime against the Bucks in an hour, technically. And, man, hopefully Kyler Murray lights up the Texans. Maybe he'll throw for like 700 yards and get me 70 points. Mike Davis, 0 so far. Why? Why are you not playing? Is he not playing? Is he out? No? He just fucking... God damn. I'm not doing well this week. I'm not doing well. Unfortunate. Let's check the old other... Oh, let's just click on... Let's just go here. Yeah, we'll just do that. Let's check out hockey. Let's see how we're doing. Looks like we're going to finish ahead of Sean. Sean was putting up a fight this week. But looks like we solidified the victory there. That's good. Take me to 2-0. Sean will go down to 1-1. He was actually in second place. That'll drop him a bit. This is my keeper hockey league, the second year. It's not mine. It's just one that I joined last year, and it's in its second year. I'm actually in first, and I likely will dominate this league this year. I think I had a very good draft as opposed to everybody else. Just if you look at like the matchups in this league, can we see them all? There's only a couple people that even and this is like we had the same amount of points last week. Like I have 358, this guy has 344, 354, and 303. Like these are the 4 teams right here that were over 300 last week as well. And I think I was over 400 last week. It was me and Rev, the guy in second place, that were over 400 last week. It was crazy. But yeah, I should do really well this year in this league. Let's see. Let's check basketball. I forget. What time did the game start today? 6? 7. There's a couple that 4. Okay. 4 and 7. So I should finish. Man, I'm going to win every week or every game except for maybe this one here. Currently 781 to 741. I'm up by 40 points. I name a lot of my teams after AEW references or bands. He's projected to finish at 865. I'm projected to finish at 877. I have 5 players today. He has 6 playing today, so it's going to be close. I've used up all my additions this week, I think, as well. That's like I can't pick up some. Yeah, I'm 5 out of 5, so I can't pick up anybody to put against him for a late stream or whatever. But I got Westbrook tonight. I got rookie Franz Wagner. He's been doing all right. Westbrook's been getting some. He got 33 on the 22nd, so hopefully he'll put up another solid game tonight because I need him to. I'm actually streaming LaMarcus Aldridge. Hopefully he'll have a good game against the Hornets. He did last time. We'll see. Speaking of the Hornets, I got PJ Washington tonight, who hasn't been doing that great so far this year. We'll see, though. Could step it up. And then D'Anthony Melton, who's been doing very well. So I have a chance. We'll see how it goes. I'm actually really excited to be doing so well in this here league, Dynasty B-Ball 2017. I actually joined this league last year with the last place ranked team and finished in third to last. So I was like the third draft pick. So I got a lot of like the solid rookies and stuff that, are going to help boost this team up through the rest of this year and likely into next year too. Like I have Jalen Suggs, who got me 70 points in this league 2 days ago. Franz Wagner again in this league, 43, 50 points. They score a little bit higher in this one. Who else is a rookie? I'm trying to remember. I have a lot. Trey Mann's a rookie, but I don't think he's been doing that great. Yeah, well, 26 and 20. Chris Duarte is a rookie. 85, 57, 66. Like, he's been doing great for me. Cade Cunningham is a rookie, but he hasn't played yet. He was the number 1 pick in the NBA draft and went in like high round. He was my number 1 overall. So, that's kind of how this league is. You have to take that into consideration since it's a dynasty league. And that's what I really like. So you just have so many fucking players. And we keep 11 in this league as well. So I guess who did I keep? You can tell by the keeper status. So I kept Kelly Oubre Jr., Tobias Harris, Paul George, Evan Fournier, Miles Turner, Avaka Zubac, Killian Hayes, Kyra Lewis Jr., who has been awful. He had negative points in a league for me yesterday. I dropped him in that league just because it wasn't worth it to hang on to him in that one. But I keep hoping that he's going to be like, he could be a good star. Just not right now. Terrence Mann I kept, who should have a great season, I think. And then Jonathan Isaac I kept as well, who's still injured. I actually had him last year, but I don't know how much he's going to play. I think he's kind of one of those that are in the non-vaccinated camp and might not be able to play games, kind of like what's his name that used to be on the Cavs, then he went to the Celtics, and now he's on the Knicks. Kyrie Irving, just like him. Yeah. So that's my fantasy stuff going on. Well, I guess we can go back because I don't really. What else was I going to talk? I don't even think I had anything penciled in. We've been live now for over a half hour, and the Sunday Smoke Sesh is generally going to go about a half hour. So this will likely be coming to an end here soon. And but like that's what you're going to get. Like this is just going to be a bolt of randomness every Sunday. I am expecting if you're here, it's because you want to be here, and you probably enjoy this type of stuff from me. And if not, then you probably wouldn't be here. So. Like, who knows? I actually want to check the weather. We're actually supposed to get some pretty bad storms the rest of this evening, and they were calling for maybe even like potential like thunderstorms or tornadoes and like the rain, like over an inch of rain or something. So let's see here. I can actually pull it up instead of doing it on my phone. Oops, I forgot. That's gonna, if I use the keypad, it's hotkeyed to OBS. Let's take that back. There we go. As you can see, we have this line of storms coming through. Looks pretty gnarly, or it will look pretty gnarly. Let's see if we can get a, we'll go so you can see current times where we are here. I probably shouldn't zoom in all the way. You don't need to know exactly where I am. I guess it doesn't really fucking matter, but you know I'm in Hubbard. Some of you know where I live. That's okay. It's raining already. It wasn't raining outside when I started this, so if we go back, you know, just, I went live. I was outside smoking right as it was starting to drizzle, right here-ish, like 2:45, 2:50. And then it's just been, looks like it's actually steady raining now as the darker green moves in. And then, let's see here. Let's see when the actual severe, oh man, it even gets heavier as we get into like the 6 o'clock hour. So around 7:30, it'll start getting severe. And then last, potentially, and that's just an estimate. We could be in it more, we could be in it less, but looks like it might shift north of us, but we could be in it for a good chunk of the night. So I decide, I hate delivering, especially in areas I don't know, and Youngstown isn't the safest city in the fucking world, especially not in Ohio. So I already don't like being out in the dark. I don't want to be out in the storming dark in a place that I don't already, like, I'm not familiar with it that well yet driving around, because I usually stay away from Youngstown, and I've been delivering in it a lot. It's just not something I want to do when there's potential, like, fucking thunderstorms or hail or tornadoes even. Like they said, it could get severe. And it could get severe tomorrow, too. So we've got a couple days of storms in front of us. But, hey, we got Halloween next weekend. I don't have any plans, and that sucks. I usually have some sort of plans on Halloween. I'm wearing my Scooby-Doo shirt today for Halloween, even though it's not really like a spooky Halloween type show. It is oftentimes about mysteries and stuff. I'll probably actually film the new release roulette as soon as I'm done with this. Just get it out of the way, since I already have my contacts in, since I'm already dressed and have the headband on for the show, for the Sunday Smoke Sesh. I'll probably just film the new release roulette, get that out of the way. We're caught up. We are all caught up on our content. The media files posted on time on Friday, which was a great episode. Kyle did an interview with Radical West, a local band out in Las Vegas. It was a really cool interview and a really cool episode of the Media Files. If you haven't been listening to the Media Files, I highly recommend checking out the most recent episodes. It's tested my abilities as an editor. Dave, you're the man. First one to actually stop by. Happy first Smoke Sesh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit the. I'm not smoking weed. You could check the VOD if you missed anything from earlier, but I don't smoke down here, just out of respect, but I do vape. It's like the smell is better than the weed, so I don't know that I could ever hit a bong though. Like if everybody stopped by, like every message, I'd probably kill myself. It'd be so high. But yeah, it's just an uncensored, little unedited, unscripted. I have I've just been rambling about fantasy sports and weather and life for the last 40 minutes now, almost over 40 minutes maybe. And the cool thing is, it doesn't matter what music we play, so I can have whatever on in the background because it's an unlisted video. The only ones that should be able to see it are you guys, and you can choose to share it if you want to. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. It is unlisted. You theoretically have the link to the video after, but I don't really care. Hopefully there'll be more in the future, like interaction and stuff. I think that'd be cool. I mean, this was kind of last minute. I didn't know what time I was going to do this on Sundays. I knew it was going to be on Sundays, but I didn't know exactly what time we would do this. So it was kind of planned at like 1 a.m. almost my time last night, and I don't imagine people are checking things daily or even in Discord. You know, I actually didn't post about it. I should have posted about it in Discord. We are at 4, and I think you all are in Discord. So I was pretty impressed that 4 of you did like sign up when you did, because I was thinking, you know, nobody would, like I talked about before. But it's pretty crazy that you guys did. And even if it stays at that, like, you know, our shows are decently popular. Like, I can talk candidly here. I think you guys are like our biggest fans. It doesn't really matter. But our shows are decently popular, but not crazy popular. So Max Level, formerly Level Down Games Podcast, will get a couple hundred downloads per episode. The Media Files gets anywhere from sometimes in the 50s, but sometimes is in the 500s. Like, the Media Files is very, very sporadic, as Kyle will tell you. Hit Our Music, Blood and Destroyers, formerly Hit Our Music, the AEW podcast. I feel like it might be one of the top rated AEW podcasts, but they have their own, and then they have a couple others that they like sort of quote unquote partner with, but it gets anywhere from like 90 to 150 clicks per episode. And then BG Mania is by far our biggest show, which gets thousands of hits for per episode. Does that count streams too? For Spotify? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it counts streams. If you listen on Anchor.fm, it counts there. I actually use just the built-in Anchor stats, so it should be picking up everything. And I actually have like a Spotify dashboard that I can go in and see even more specifics, because Spotify has been a fucking lifesaver for a lot of podcasts out there, with how many people actually listen to the shows on Spotify. But yeah, I can go on the dashboard and see just exactly how many streams we've had over the last 7 days per show. And over the last 7 days, BG Mania has had thousands of streams over the last 7 days, which is awesome. And it always has. Like, it's our most popular show, but it's a show that doesn't get a ton of interaction, and it's always blown me away. Like, there's a lot of other video game music podcasts out there. Use Google. Yeah, Google Play, Google Podcasts, whatever they call it. I think it's all Google Play now. That all counts. It's all in the same analytics category. But I know there's a ton of other video game music podcasts out there. And, like, I hear them talk about interactions, and, you know, I see it. I even see it. But, like, we have who we have in our Discord, and then we have a couple others who interact with me via Twitter. There's a handful of others that interact with me via Instagram DMs. But I've always been blown away that the interactions for BG Mania are as little as they are, because that show does get so many listens. But I think it's one of those things that, like, because so many of the plays do come through from Spotify, and if you look at, like, some of our, I guess I could go in here and look, like, our most popular episodes on Spotify are all ones that I think people are either just looking for the soundtrack to listen to, and then stick around because the episode plays so much of the music. Like, the Splatoon episode has been our most popular episode we've published this year so far, by far. Significant. I don't want to give specifics, just because I don't know who eventually will watch these shows and use it against me if I did. But that episode is blowing everything else out of the water this year by a like 40% margin. It's phenomenal. But other than that, like the episode we did of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which had a lot of the new music on there that was done for Bowser's Fury, has tens of thousands of plays since it posted back in February. Let's see. If I go back even further, I think the one that we did on, was it Persona 5 Royal? Yeah. Persona 5 Royal is a big one for the show. That one gets a ton of plays every single week. Super Mario Odyssey gets way more than you think every single week. It gets it gets thousands every week, which is incredible. And it's cool because, you know, a lot of times through Anchor, I'm able to air current ads. So even if the quality isn't as good when they're listening to the episode, they can hear like a current ad or something and maybe go, you know what I fucking should start doing? Ooh, I should start running my own campaigns. And in these older episodes, put in like an ad somewhere that tells them to check out like the new episodes if they're just checking out a one-off. That would not be a terrible idea. I may do that. Yasunori Mitsuda episode actually did really well, which was good. World of Warcraft Classic episode did really well. But a lot of times for BG Mania, it's the episodes that focus on one game and has a very, you know, I guess, specific direction. Those are the ones that I see doing really well. But I don't just want to do those. Like, I like doing themed episodes. I like doing Radio Hour. I like doing random shit like that. So I don't want to just, you know, focus on one game per episode. That's never what I wanted to do. Even though those episodes, again, do fantastic. Especially on Spotify. Especially if the soundtrack isn't available anywhere else on Spotify. Let me tell you then. Then you even get more plays. And it's pretty incredible. What else we got? What else can we chat about? Almost at an hour. May as well just hit an hour at this point. Let's see what's going on in Discord. Dan's finally getting around to watching Dynamite and Rampage, and holy shit, Pac and Andrade was fire. It sure was, Dan. It was awesome. Frank apologizing for cursing so much in the most recent BG Mania episodes. I edited some of it out, but a lot of it I let fly. I've been a lot more relaxed with the edits for BG Mania lately. A lot of that being just because I don't have as much time to edit, I guess, that I used to. But I still want to do what I can and make a good show. Boom, boom. Let's see here. BG Mania is usually more clean. I do pop that on sometimes when the kids are in the car. Yeah, it is a lot more. It used to be fully clean. And then when we came back, I was a bit more relaxed on some of the edits. But I try not to be like overly directive, I guess, is the best way. Like, I try not to tell the guys what they can and can't say or can and can't do. Obviously, I've made some significant edits to some of the things that Frank has said in the past, but and he knows that. He caught it himself that he's been swearing more, so it'll likely be less, so you can go back to putting it on with the kids in the car with ease. There might be the occasional shit or damn or ass from time to time, but those are on TV now, even pretty much regularly, which is fine. But yeah, we'll try to keep the fucks and all that kind of stuff out like we used to. We got some good episodes coming up for BG Mania here in the next month. We actually just sat down and recorded the Patreon exclusive episode, which we'll be posting tomorrow, actually. And these Patreon exclusive episodes will probably vary in terms of the topic. for this one, we decided to focus on one specific game, and it's one that Frank has been dying to do. We're doing Rainbow Billy and the Curse of the Leviathan. It has an amazing soundtrack. We actually recorded it last night. I was pretty high during the recording, so that'll come across. But at the same time, Sean and I were also playing Dead by Daylight, so there's even a little cameo by Sean somewhere in the episode. It was a lot of fun, though. But that's actually posting tomorrow. And then we have Radio Hour uploading on Wednesday, which will get us back on track to the episodes posting on the day they're supposed to. Blood and Destroyers is uploading tomorrow like it's supposed to. The Max Level podcast, Kyle and I recorded it yesterday on time in the morning like we were supposed to, so that'll actually upload on Tuesday now. That shouldn't be delayed. Everything should be up on time this week, which should be good because I need to stay caught up in order for things to, keep moving smoothly. But yeah, Radio Hour on Wednesday. And then looking ahead, I think we'll probably open up a poll. And I probably am going to readjust the tiers, I think, for now. On page, especially if nobody else jumps in. Like, I don't want to lock the BG Mania content to just one, because we only have one patron that's over the $10 tier. So there's only one person that would hear it. So I might extend it down for a month or two to see, if we can get more people to either jump in at the higher tiers or whatever, just so that it's still worth it to continue to do it. But that's one of the things that, that's why I never wanted to do Patreon, because then it becomes so, marginalized and a fight to try to get people to, be in certain and that's just not what I ever wanted to do. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what this ends up becoming, because I'm still not totally sold on the entire idea. I'm not totally sold on the entire thing. But yeah, I want to open up polls to, start voting on episode topics for patrons and that kind of stuff if they're at the tier for BG Maniacs, which gets the exclusive Patreon episode. So we'll likely try to have a poll maybe for the first or second episode in November. It'll likely be either stage 1, level 1 music or movie-based games, whichever one the patron votes for. And I say patron because there's only one. Or hopefully by that point, patrons vote for will be the topic. But then the rest of November, we are going to do a spotlight on Kemco. We're going to explore their catalog of games. We're going to talk about Hub Worlds. And then, of course, we'll have another Radio Hour to close out November. And then in December, we have 2 composer appreciation episodes lined up because we skipped over the composer appreciation episode back in September since we weren't posting episodes. So we're actually going to do who we were supposed to do in September, which was Mick Gordon, the first week of December. And then the very next week, we're going to focus on who we were going to initially for December, Manami Matsume. We'll have a best of 2021 there in December like we usually do, another Radio Hour to close out, and then a fun episode idea, probably maybe patron voted as well somewhere in December. Maybe we'll try to do one a month or something. So maybe after the 2 composer appreciations, we'll do a vote to see if we can garner up some support that way. But yeah, that's PG Mania's schedule, honestly, for the rest of the year, outside of the bonus episodes. We'll likely still release, a Christmas bonus episode, like we always do for the holidays. That won't be tied to anything exclusive. I guess maybe we might even do it for Halloween. Who knows? I guess that's a possibility, but we'll see. Yeah, that might be it for today. Because I went live about 3:02. It's now 4:02. The first round of NFL games are all ending. Let's check the final scores. Let's see here. Or will be ending soon. So the Titans did solidify their victory over the Chiefs, who looked awful today, 27-3. My God. Packers are going to take the victory, 24-10. All right. Bengals crushed the Ravens, 41-17. They're not coming back. Even though they have 7 minutes still, quarter 4. There's no way. There's no way they can come back. Looks like Miami just took the lead in Atlanta. They did. They did 28-27 with 2 minutes to go. I'll likely finish watching that one. The Giants getting a solid victory over the Panthers, 25-3 if it stays that score. Patriots dominated the Jets like expected, 47-13. Yeah, we got the Eagles-Raiders about to kick off, and the Lions and Rams as well. Big one, though. I'm waiting for the Cardinals and the Texans. I got to see how Kyler Murray does. Man, I need him to do so good today. And I'm really behind the Cardinals. Like, I'm a huge fan of Kyler Murray. I want them to make it this year. I want him. I mean, they were so good the last couple of years. He's been on fire. I hope they stay undefeated for a bit. I don't think the Texans will put up much of a fight, but hey, maybe they will. I've been wrong before. We got Colts 49ers tonight, and then Saints Seahawks tomorrow. That should be good. Yeah, I'll likely put the Red Zone channel back on now that I'm done, and watch some football the rest of today, play some DBD, edit some podcasts. I got to film that video, though. I will do that first. I'll film the new release roulette. Sorry about the cursing on BG Mania. There's Frank. Welcome to the end of the stream, my dude. Since you're here, I'll hit the hide vape. I would hit a bong. Like I said, I would hit a bong anytime somebody showed up, but I can't do that right now. Not in the house. Frank, the nice thing is we can play any type of music on this because it's an unlisted video and not monetized. So I don't give a fuck. Like, they can't do anything to me. I'm not going to do anything. It's unlisted. I guess the only thing they could try to do is block the video. But nobody's going to try to block the video. If somebody blocks the video, that would be amazing. We'll see. Oh, man. Yeah. We'll try to plan. Oh, shit. Next Sunday is Halloween. I don't have any costumes, so don't expect a costumed episode of the Smoke Sesh because that is not possible. I don't have money. You need to paint the face. I don't even have face paint. I'm not even good at painting my own face. I'm good at painting other people's faces, but I'm not good at painting my own. No excuses. I think an empty bank account is a pretty good excuse, dude. I mean, I'm not going to go in there and steal it. I'm not going to, like, try to work the system at Walmart or something. You know what I mean? Half the face like Thunderosa. It would be kind of cool. What if I did, like, the top half, the bottom half, instead of the side? Who used to do that? Somebody used to do. Finn Balor does bottom half sometimes. But somebody used to do the top half. Dia de los RPG era. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I probably will likely try to shoot for again around 3 p.m. Eastern. I know for a fact I'm not going to pick up an Amazon route next Sunday. Actually, you know what? Let's look at trick-or-treat times in my area. Trick-or-treat 2021. Just because the routes can take you so... I don't want to just look at my county. I want to look all over because I've driven as far south as fucking West Virginia 2 days ago. And then yesterday I went all the way back to fucking Canton, which was amazing because I thought for sure the Akron location would service down there, but not always. So Akron's trick-or-treating is Saturday. But I don't care. I mean, I'm not going to have to go over there. The Blue Ridge Mountains. What's the Blue Ridge Mountains? Shenandoah River. Oh, West Virginia. Yeah. The Ohio River. I was down in Chester. I remember I posted that picture of the fucking teapot. Let's see. Alliance, I did deliver there, so that is a possibility. Their trick-or-treating is 5 to 7 on Halloween night, October 31st. Yeah, which is what I assumed. I assumed a lot of places would have it on Halloween night. My old city, Barberton's actually doing it the night before. My uncle was at Chester. Boardman is doing it Sunday from 5 to 7. What about Youngstown? Youngstown is Sunday from 5 to 7. Warren is Saturday from 5 to 7. Warren is a possibility. So I likely will not do Amazon deliveries next Saturday or Sunday due to the potential of running into potential trick-or-treaters. Like, I think it would be and I didn't, even though I was delivering for Amazon last October, I started in October of last year, so I've been doing Flex now for a year. I didn't deliver the weekend or day of Halloween or whatever because of trick-or-treating. I think it would be a nightmare driving around some of these like congested small neighborhoods where kids are all over the place trying to deliver packages while people are out trick-or-treating, because the routes literally start at 5 p.m. No, thank you. I will likely not work next Friday or Saturday, or I'm sorry, next Saturday or Sunday. I'll try to pick up a shift for Friday and Monday to make up. I'm going to be dressed up and hanging out candy. The kids delivered a nice Halloween after last year. Yeah, no, I want to hand out candy here. All right, so I guess we could talk about Halloween. The Sunday Smoke Sesh will be posting, well, not posting, it'll be live. Well, first of all, I didn't even look at my own city, Hubbard, because it's not listed on this website. They're probably Sunday. If Youngstown is Sunday, Hubbard's probably Sunday, because they're literally next to each other. Cortland is Saturday, 6 to 8. I've delivered through Cortland before. That's a possibility. But I want to do something. I used to not deliver pizza during it. Yeah, I can imagine it would be a nightmare. I just don't want to even handle it. Like, that's the only time, really, that it would, I think, suck. Like, even during the holidays, like, if Christmas Eve was, like, you know, like a delivery, I don't know that it is. I didn't deliver on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day either last year. I didn't even look to see if there were routes, but I imagine there might be on Christmas Eve. I know it would be busy, but I think it would be okay. Like, you would have a lot of packages, but people in masks did a rob. Fuck yeah. And that's even something that, you know, is easy in the area that I live in, without masks and without it being Halloween, especially if I'm in like some areas of Youngstown or Warren. I delivered a Grubhub order, or I'm sorry, DoorDash. I had to pick it up in, I picked it up in Hermitage, PA at the Pizza Joe's, and I delivered it to a rundown area in Sharon, PA. It was like a $12 payout for DoorDash. And I showed up. Frank, I may have told you the story, but I didn't tell anybody else. I told Justin. I showed up and instantly felt uncomfortable because there were so many people outside that were looking at me. I did not fit in. Looking at crack houses is never fun. You are correct. Crack apartments as well. This was an apartment complex. And I got out of the car, and I'm walking around, like, looking for the fucking door, and I knock, and this lady answers, and I hand her the pizza, and she's like, "Where's the soda?" And I was like, "They didn't give me soda. Was there supposed to be soda on there?" Because I, you know, whatever. And she's like, "Yeah, but it's fine. It's their fault." I'm like, "Cool." So I leave, and I'm walking away, and this dude behind me is yelling, "Hey, what'd you knock on that door for?" Because it's like 11 o'clock at night. And he's like, "What'd you just knock on that door for?" Like, coming out of the shadows. And I didn't turn around, man. I was just walking to my car, and he's like, "Man, you better keep walking. I'll shoot your ass." And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm just going to get in the car and go." I haven't delivered, for DoorDash since. I likely never will again in this area. This is a shit area, man. Even Western PA is a shit area. So I likely will never do that again. Amazon enough scares me most of the time, but that's because in my area they stopped DoorDash and Grubhub, etc. at about 8 p.m. Yeah. Well, yeah, you said Pueblo is pretty bad too, so if I ever moved out that way, I likely would not do things after dark either. I mean, there's a shift at Amazon from 3:15 to 6:15 or 3 to 6. That is perfect because the routes usually take me like 2 to 2.5 hours, and I'm done in time before it gets dark right now. So I've been trying to get those shifts while I'm not like focusing on any other jobs from home, and I've had a few of those throughout the week. But the last couple of days have all been 5 to 8, and you know, it gets dark here about 6:30. So my last like hour to hour and a half has been in the dark, and it's been not as pleasant, but that's okay. I want to do something though, like either next Friday night, if I do get an Amazon shift on Friday after I'm done, or since I'm not planning on doing anything on Saturday or Sunday, maybe Saturday would be the better day. I want to do something though. Like I would like to go out, and I installed 4 external cameras on my house. It's wild out here. Bad enough these terrible dog owners got my... Yeah, that was insane, man. Hopefully she's doing much better. Justin has cameras on every corner of the house as well here. I mean, it's needed. Even though Hubbard is a generally nice area and everybody here thinks they live in Beverly Hills, as Justin always says, it's a nicer area, but you still need to have cameras all over the fucking place. So the house is equipped with them. And you need that. You absolutely need that. As anyone told them it's Ohio. I want to do something though next Saturday for Halloween, like whether it's go to a house party if I can figure out somebody that's having one, or a bar that's having a Halloween party. I just want to go out and have fun. And I'm trying to get Justin to go with me because I think he would enjoy it. He's been pretty run down and depressed lately with the colder weather showing up. It's been dropping into the 30s like overnight here lately, and you know, him going through some similar stuff that I went through earlier this year, just on a much more major scale in his like case, since kids were involved and stuff. He's pretty depressed with the holidays coming up, so I'd like to do something next weekend for Halloween. Not necessarily on Halloween day, but probably Saturday night. On Halloween day, I'd like to pass candy out here. If that is when our trick-or-treating is going to be. I guess I wonder if they've actually, maybe it's just not on that website. Let's see. It's probably somewhere. Gummies in a haunted house. Yeah. I actually was going to maybe go check out the old Forest of Screams. But we'll see. Hubbard. Trick or treat. 5 to 7 on October 31st. Okay. Have you ever heard of the Forest of Screams? Yes, I have. I just mentioned it. I don't know how behind the stream is for chat. Hubbard City and Hubbard Township are both Sunday, October 31st from 5 to 7. So, yeah. I'll pass candy out. I'll probably go to the store sometime this week, get a couple bags. Should be fun. Hopefully we get... I imagine we're going to get a ton of trick-or-treaters here. I could just ask him, but I don't think he really cares. He's probably not even going to be here. He'll probably be at the Avalon or something, hanging out. I'll pass candy out. I'm sure we'll get trick-or-treaters. But, yeah, man, I stayed live way longer than I thought I was going to. I kept rambling there for like almost a half hour after I said I was going to stop. I'm starving now, though, so I think I'm going to sign off here for the first ever Smoke Sesh. Sorry we didn't smoke more. Like I said, eventually, once I have money to actually have more weed and I'm able to smoke in the house again, whenever Avenger and I go off on our own and either get an apartment or a house or whatever we do, which I'm not in a rush for that. I don't think Justin is either right now, so eventually I'll probably just sit here and get incredibly baked on stream every Sunday, because that's the intent, and we'll see what happens. But for now, the best I can do is go outside and smoke beforehand. Luckily I did smoke a full bowl, so it got me through majority. Now it is starting to wear off. That's about how long a bowl of weed will last for me, because my tolerance is so fucking shot and high. It's starting to wear off, but I'll feel good the rest of the day after smoking, but I'm not like feeling the effects of it anymore. I'll still feel relaxed, but I won't feel like the craziness that usually comes about with a high as well. That's already about worn off, but I'll try to hit the vape more often next time. So we can keep the cloud of smoke in here. But yeah, we'll plan for next Sunday. If trick-or-treating is at 5, we'll go around. You know what? We'll go 3 again. I'll probably do a much more shorter one next week, like more closer to that 30 minutes. It'll always be at least 30 minutes. Like, that's the intent. It'll always be 30 minutes, a 30-minute smoke sesh, 30-minute hot box, maybe. At one point, maybe we'll do it. We have Kyle's closet. No, never do that either. It'll always be 30 minutes, but like you'll see with today, it was almost an hour and a half. So the potential is, well, an hour and 20, but the potential is literally endless. I mean, there are days where I might go hours if I'm playing a game and just keep talking. Like, who knows? I literally have no idea what this will do, but it'll always be at least 30 minutes. But next week, since it is Halloween, it'll likely just be 30 minutes. So you guys are all in Discord. You'll be able to keep up with everything. But if you're not, if you see this message somehow and you're not in our Discord server, if you find this link somehow, check out the RPG Era Discord. I'll throw a link to the Discord in the description in case anybody finds this unlisted video any otherwhere else, because again, it is potentially possible since it's a YouTube unlisted video that doesn't necessarily lock it strictly to Patreon. So yeah, but we'll see you guys next Sunday. Another smoke sesh should be fun. Till then, see you tomorrow. New release roulette, Blood and Destroyers. Tuesday, max level. Wednesday, BG Mania. We'll see you guys there. Take care.